Hi everyone, my name is Evan, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you a tour of my guinea pig's cage. So I've had my piggies for about 2 years now, a little over 2 years, and the first cage that I made for them here was a CNC cage with a double level, and it was nice. The double level did provide some extra space for them, but I felt like it was still kind of crowded. They would still get in each other's way a lot. I mean, they still do, but there was no extra space in my room or anywhere else in the house, and I did want to give them more space for them, so I did end up building them a cage outside. So yeah, enough of me talking, let's go. Okay, so the idea was to obviously make something out of wood, but make it so that it kind of like resembles the CNC cage. So the roof is made out of coroplast, drilled on a thin wooden frame. Then the whole thing is made out of wood. It's lifted off the ground because we do have 2 dogs here. They're little dogs, but they will bug them. So we have the bin here on a little shelf with their food and water. And then over here we have 2 bins, one for trash, and then the other one I store their hay in. And then the front of the cage here, I have 6 wire grids to completely enclose the cage in case there is birds or anything else bugging them. There's no way anything could get in here. And it's just held together with some of these binder clips. So all I do is lift up each side. I have 2 on the right, 2 on the left, and then I just clip it closed. And there you go. Now I could completely get in, so I could clean the cage or whatever else I have to do. The walls are made out of pegboard, which is great because they have holes in it, so I could latch things onto it. I zip tie the water bottles onto it. I have these little pegs here with some wood. I use this to help me clean, so I could just put that up here kind of like a little shelf. And then I have the hay over there as well, also zip tied onto the pegboard. Which, by the way, is just a super cheap hay rack hack. So if you don't have one, you can just get an old Amazon box like this. If you do, zip tie it onto the back once you cut 2 holes. And the great thing is that if the holes were to ever rip, you see they're kind of like worn out a bit, all you have to do is cut some more holes here. You have 1, 2, 3, and then the other side as well. So really this could last you a long time. The hay is separated by a cat litter box, and I have these wooden blocks around it so they could jump into it. As for dimensions, the cage is 44 inches front to back and 72 inches left to right. So that means it's about, how much is that? That's about 22 square feet. And I'll put the centimeter conversions on screen as well. Okay, so you see all their food over here. This is their eating side. So the reason I have all their food and stuff here is because when I do come to just feed them throughout the day or whatever, I only have to lift this side, not that side, so that way they can stay under their houses and everything, which I have on this side. So I got these 2 corner houses from the LA Guinea Pig Rescue store, and that is linked in the description so you can find it. And then what else do I have? I have this white coroplast house. This is like the first one that I made for them. So I did make this. I just cut some coroplast and taped it together in the shape of a house. And then on top of it, I have these bendable logs that I got from the wood, pet store. These are great because, of course, you know, I could change it to a tunnel or whatever else fits for the setup I have right now. And then over here, I have a fabric tunnel that I also made myself. And this was really easy to make. This was just a wire grid that I bent into this shape, and then I sewed a fabric sheet on the top of it. The way I have it set up right now, like I said, food on the left and then houses here on the right side, lets them go around in circles if they want to. They're really never stuck anywhere, so they can be comfortable, you know, in case I have to come here add food or something. They can just hide in one of the houses. So speaking of the guinea pigs being comfortable, let's talk a little bit about the weather. So this is the guinea pig's 2nd summer outside, and of course I do worry for them being outside all the time, the weather however it gets. So each day during the summer I leave 5 frozen water bottles covered in socks. That way they have something cold to lean against, and usually I do this once a day, but if it is really hot that day, I'll do it earlier, and then around 3 p.m. I could come out and switch them. Another thing that I've done is just put some ice in their water bottles. That's why I have these ones with the big lids, and just to keep the temperature down throughout the day. then when it gets cold, there isn't really too much I can do. So one thing I've done is I've put a bunch of hay against the wall by the houses and everything. That way it could kind of block the wind and provide extra cover. Another thing I've done is I have this plastic house that I put in there. It gets a little warmer in there, so I always take it out in the summer, but I'll put it in there when it gets cold. And then, of course, if it is really cold, then I do bring them inside. I have like a little box. The roof is actually really good at keeping rain out. I put like some flaps on the side and the front to completely protect from rain, and usually never gets in. But if it is raining all day, I do kind of worry for that, so I do put a tarp over the cage just to make sure that no rain gets in. And then against wind, also really not a huge problem, at least as far as I've noticed. The pegboard does block most of the wind. I think otherwise the bedding would be flying all over the place if, you know, it did get really windy in there. Obviously the front is open, so if it is really windy, I do cover it in the tarp as well. So that's it for my guinea pig's cage tour. Thank you so much for watching it until the end. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss my next video. I'm going to move soon, so they are actually going to leave this cage and I'm going to take them with me, so make sure you hit the bell icon so that you don't miss that video when I build their new cage. I don't know if you're busy, but I actually need to clean the cage. I don't know if you noticed, it was really dirty. So yeah, stick around if you like. Alright, bye!